For those of you watching at home, welcome back to Session 3 of the Utah 2021 Short Course Age Group State Championships. Coming up, we have the boys 10 and under, 200-yard freestyle. Heat 1 of 1.
You want me to read it before? Okay.
This is Heat 1, in lane 1, Andrew Larson, Chat. In lane 2, Justin Tao, Olympus Aquatics. In lane 3, Aiden Morris, Secret Swim Club. In lane 4, Matt Moore, Pace. In lane 6, Mason Allwright, Fish Market. In lane 7, Jacob Molina, Fish Market. In lane 8, Lincoln Belliston, Pace. In lane 9, Andrew Gray of Cedar Swim Club. In lane 10, Keegan Olson of Currents Aquatics. And our top qualifier for this event, swimming for Fish Market with a time of 2:19.29, Matthew Ridge.
And here they go. There's only one heat in this event, so the top 6 finishers right here in this race will get a chance to stand on the podium. In lane 1, Andrew Larson from Cottonwood Heights. Lane 2, Justin Tao from Olympus Aquatics. Lane 3, Aiden Morris from Cedar City. Lane 4, Matt Moore from Hilltop. Lane 5, Matthew Ridge from Fish Market. Lane 6, Mason Albrecht from Fish Market. Lane 7, Jacob Molina from Fish Market. Lane 8, Lincoln Belliston from Hilltop. Lane 9, Andrew Gray from Cedar City. And lane 10, Keegan Olson from Kearns. In the lead right now is top seed Matthew Ridge. Currently in second is lane 6. Lanes 5 and 6 out ahead of the pack. The rest of the swimmers somewhat even. All within a few body lengths of each other. Matthew Ridge on his last 100. And we're reaching the halfway point here. Matthew Ridge finishes first place with a 2:15.28. Albrecht in a close second with a 2:21.28. Congratulations, gentlemen. Up next, event number 8, the boys 11-12, 200-yard freestyle. There are 2 heats. In heat 1, lane 3, Evan Karajic from Fish Market. Lane 4, Cody Johnson from Orem. Lane 5, Xander George from Hilltop. Lane 6, Gabe Campbell from Cedar City. Lane 7, Ty Lauer from Gabe Campbell from Clearfield City. Ty Lauer from Cedar City. And lane 8, Bronson Staker from Utah Valley. Fastest seed in this event is Xander George in lane 5.
200 yard freestyle. In lane 3, Evan Roger. In lane 4, Cody Johnson. In lane 5, Xander George. In lane 6, Gabe Campbell. In lane 7.
Lanes 3, 4, and 5 almost exactly even, but lane 6 has taken the early lead on the first 50. Lane 8 is also even, if not just a little bit ahead. But everybody is right on the heels of lane 6. We'll see who can catch up at the third 50. But it seems like lane 6 is extending their lead. Lane 3 and lane 8 seem to be the closest to catching up. Lane 8's starting to hit his stride. Bronson is not going to let him get away. And in just one turn, he seems to caught up about half a body length. Lane 3's not giving up. He's kicking harder. 4 and 5 are still in it. It looks like lane 8 is taking the lead right there at that turn. He's coming back hard. And he finishes in a 2:15.16. Way to go. That was a close race. Second place was a 2:15.98. Heat 2. This here is our fastest heat of this event. In lane 1, Izan Mendez from Layton Surfers. Lane 2, Emmett Hansen from Utah Valley. Lane 3, Marcus Richter from Fish Market. Lane 4, Will Scott from South Davis. Lane 5, Thomas Romesser, top seed, 203.66, South Davis. Lane 6, Van Haney from Hilltop. Lane 7, Sammy Lillian from Cottonwood Heights. Lane 8, Marcus Caliendo from Cache Valley. Lane 9, Nigel Blake from Utah Valley. And lane 10, Reed Loken from Fish Market. In the lead currently is lane 5. Thomas Romesser, the top seed, but right on his tail with a nice long stroke is Van Haney. And just behind those two, still in the race, Will Scott. These three are running away with the race. The rest of the pack is hanging on, somewhat even. Lane 3 is trying to get in there. Lane 5 with a longer, stronger stroke and a great kick. He is separating from his two challengers. Let's see how fast he can get in the final part of this race. Lane 7 through 10, very tight race. We'll see who can come on out on top over there. Lane 5, Thomas Romesser, absolutely running away with it. 2 body lengths or more ahead of the other two, who are also in a tight battle. Thomas finishes in a 158.72. Very impressive. 204, 204 for the next two. Great swims. We're seeing some great times here. 4th place, Caliendo with a 209.33. Great job, gentlemen. Up next, event number 10, boys 13-14, 200-yard free. There are 4 heats. In Heat 1, Lane 4, Pavel Naruda from Fish Market. Lane 5, Josh Stevens from Utah Valley. And Lane 6, Nate Contreras from Park City. Farthest jumped off the start, Lane 5. Very long stroke. A 3-way race for the 200 free. Nate Contreras, Lane 6, charges ahead.
This is heat number 1, event 10, the boys 13-14-year-old 200-yard freestyle. In lane 4,
Still close.
Pavel Naruta. In lane 5, Josh Stevens. And in lane 6, Nate Contreras.
Nate Contreras with a convincing steady glide. The other two not giving up. They're still in it. 100 split, about a 58. Let's see if he can keep that going and go under 2 minutes. Great kick from all 3 swimmers. Let's see what lanes 4 and 5 can pull out as we near the end of the race. Here we go, into the last 50. Nate is still ahead, but the other two are right on his feet. A 50 may not be enough time to cover that distance, but they're sure gonna try. Now's the time to up the tempo on all ends. Lane 5 is catching up to Nate. but Nate's got a longer stroke and finishes in a 2:03.08. Very close race. Up next, Heat 2. In lane 1, we have Andy Duke from South Davis. Lane 2, Vincent Wu from Olympus Aquatics. Lane 3, James Lillian from Cottonwood Heights. Lane 4, Justin Chamberlain from South Davis. Lane 5, Dalton Rivkin from Layton. Lane 6, Camden Arzani from Barracuda Aquatics. Lane 7, Cedric Monson from Barracuda. Lane 8, Brian Bunker from Kearns. And lane 9, Mason Hemmert from Hilltop Aquatics. Interesting race so far. The outside lanes are leading. Usually the fastest swimmers are seated in the middle. So it looks like somebody's about to drop a lot of time. Lane 9 with a good lead. Lane 3 and 2 right behind him. So is 8. 1 is in it. 4 just close behind. We'll see what 5, 6, and 7 can do. A lot of race left to swim. Nine seems to have gone out pretty fast because now we see 8 pulling ahead. 3 and 2 are still right there. And 9, not going to let him go. 4 close enough. Fantastic kick from lane 2. Vincent Wu. If he keeps up that kick for a whole race, he could win it. Vincent Wu, 157.79. Great race. And finishing second, Bunker in lane 8. Third heat. In lane 1, Marco Luckham from Clearfield City. Lane 2, Kai Johnson from Fish Market. Lane 3, Sebastian Rona from Park City. Lane 4, Kevin Tu from Olympus Aquatics. Lane 5, Jamie Taylor from Park City. Lane 6, Nathan Dutton from Hilltop. Lane 7, Easton Mouser from Utah Valley. Lane 8, Gavin Voschel from South Davis. Lane 9, Keegan Elgie from Park City. And lane 10, Drake Doyle from Cottonwood Heights. Lane 3 out with a convincing lead. Let's see how many people in this heat can go under the 2-minute mark, which has so far been the standard for the top swimmers in this event. Lane 3 with a great tempo, good kick. Does come up before the flag's on his underwater, though. Lane 8, right there with him. Looks like lane 4 is picking up a little bit of speed. Still got plenty of contenders in the middle lanes. Lanes 1 and 2 locked in their own battle. Lane 3 doesn't show any sign of slowing down. Let's see if anyone can catch him. Looks like lane 8 is almost right on his feet. And lanes 4 through 6 close behind. Sebastian Rona with a 151.87. Followed closely by Dutton with a 153.69. Some of the fastest times we've seen so far. Some great swimming. That was about an 8-second drop for Sebastian Rona. Very impressive.
This is Heat 4, our final heat for event 10, the boys 13 to 14-year-old 200-yard freestyle. In lane 1, Jacob Leon Moreno, swimming for Susa. In lane 7, Eric Chamberlain for South Davis. In lane 8, Davis Miller for Pace. In lane 9, swimming for Olympus Aquatics, Dave Jones. In lane 10, Corbin Laws for West Valley. And our top qualifier for boys 200-yard freestyle. In lane 5, swimming for Olympus Aquatics with a qualifying time of 1:47.64, Alexander Schwartz.
Final heat. Top seed in this event, Alex Schwartz with a 147.64. Very quick. Let's see who can catch him. In lane 1, David Leon Moreno from Southern Utah. Lane 2, Cole Albrecht from Fish Market. Lane 3, Sawyer Portillo from South Davis. Lane 4, Coley Hatt from Hilltop. Lane 5, Alex Schwartz from Olympus Aquatics. Lane 6, Austin Partridge, Cottonwood Heights. Lane 7, Eric Chamberlain, South Davis. Lane 8, Davis Miller, Hilltop Aquatics. Lane 9, Gabe Jones, Olympus. Lane 10, Corbin Laws, West Valley. This is going to be a closer race than most, but it seems like Lane 7's in the lead right now with Lane 4 right on him. Lane 4 might pass him up here at this turn. But Lane 7 did have the faster turn. If Lane 4 is going to pass him, he's going to have to beat him on a turn. Great kick by all the swimmers. Many contenders in the middle lane, but Lane 7 still with a clear lead. Good turns. Alexander and Austin Partridge racing. Going stroke for stroke. Lane 4. Cole is still the challenger, but it seems like Lane 7's going to take it in a 146.69. Very quick, very quick. And we see all the racers in this event go under 2 minutes. Very good job. Following this event, there will be a short break, about 7 minutes.
We'd like to announce the results for event 6, the boys 10-meter 200-yard freestyle. If your name is read, please report to the podium to get your medal. second place for Fish Market, Mason Albrecht. And our champion in the boys 100 yard freestyle, Matthew Rich for Fish Market.
Just know it's coming.
In sixth place from Qualifiers, Sandy Lillian. In fifth place from Fish Market, Marcus Richter. In fourth place from Cashman Marlins, Marcus Caliendo. In third place from South Vegas, Will Scott. In second place from Mason Van Hayne. And our 2021 Utah Short Course Feature Champion for the 200 yard freestyle, swimming for South Vegas, Thomas Romisser.
Could I just?
Oh, my wife's on.
No, you're just fine. I just.
We have some results from last night as well. Her name is Becky. Please go to the program. This is for the boys 11-12-year-old 400 individual medley. In fifth place, Nigel Blake of Utah Aquatics. In fourth place, from Conroe Heights, William Cookering. In third place from Fish Market, Jason Rowe. In second place from Los Fish Market, Noah Stout. And our 2021 Utah Short Course Feature Champion in the boys 11-12 400 yard individual medley, swimming for Hayes, Oakley James. We also have results from event number 4, the boys 13-14-year-old 1650 yard freestyle.
Up next, event number 12, the boys 10 and under 50-yard butterfly.
This is event 12, the boys 10 and under 50-yard butterfly. In lane 2, swimming for Fish Market, Jacob Molina. In lane 3, swimming for Swim Utah, Yuma Bottomtop. In lane 4, swimming for Haste, Matt Moyer. In lane 6, swimming for Cedar Swim Club, Andrew Berry. In lane 7, swimming for Lewis Aquatics, Porter Emery. In lane 8, swimming for Fifth City, Christopher Wolchek. And our top qualifier for the boys 10 under 50-yard butterfly, swimming for Fish Market with a qualifying time of 32:92, Mason Albrecht.
This is heat 1 of 1. Lane 2, Jacob Molina from Fish Market. Lane 3, Yuda Badamjav from the Utes. Lane 4, Matt Moyer from Hilltop. Lane 5, Mason Albrecht, Fish Market. Lane 6, Andrew Gray, Cedar City. Lane 7, Porter Emery, Olympus Aquatics. And lane 8, Christopher Wolchek, Clearview City. The 50 fly is a short event, and it's always a close race. It looks like lane 5 is in the lead, challenged by lane 6. Lane 5 pulling ahead. And there it is, 31.97, almost a second off. Butterfly is a tough stroke to swim, much less make it to state in. Up next, event number 14, the boys 11-12 50-yard butterfly. There are 3 heats. Heat 1, Ty Lauer, Cedar City. Lane 5, Emmett Hansen, Utah Valley. And lane 6, Everett Gaspin from the Utes. Swim Utah. A close 3-way race. Lane 6 was faster off the wall ahead of the other 2, but let's see if they can catch up. Lane 4 coming in. He might out-touch him. And that's it, lane 4. 34.06. Next up, heat 2. Soren Alonso from Fish Market in lane 1. Lane 2, William Talbot from Fish Market. Lane 3, William Kokanee from Cottonwood Heights. Lane 4, Eddie Hansen, Utah Valley. Lane 5, Thomas Romesser, fresh off the 200 free from South Davis. Lane 6, Brody Rogers, South Davis. Lane 7, Reed Loken from Fish Market. Lane 8, Ben Kidd from Clearfield City. And lane 9, Cole Crimmins, South Davis. Lane 5 out to a great lead. That's Thomas, winner of the 200 free. Lane 8 coming close to second, but somebody might challenge him there. Lane 4. Great job, lane 1, or lane 5, Thomas, ending in a 28.42. Very close race otherwise. Looks like lanes 1, 2, and 3 all went 32 within 0.2 of a second of each other. Very close.
This is our third lane final heat for event 14, the boys 11-12 50-yard butterfly. In lane 1, swimming for Fish Market, Evan Karajic. In lane 2, swimming for BYU Rays, Bronson Staker. In lane 3, swimming for Lake Surfers,
This is our final heat.
And our top qualifier for the boys 11 to 12-year-old 50-yard butterfly. He swims for Cache Valley Marlins with a qualifying time of 29.89. It's Henry Booster.
Let's see how many of these guys can join Thomas in the other under 30 club. In lane 1, Evan Karajic from Fish Market. Lane 2, Bronson Staker. Utah Valley. Lane 3, Izan Mendez from Layton Surfers. Lane 4, Tali Leone from Utah Valley. Lane 5, Henry Quester from Cache Valley. Lane 6, Jason Guo, Fish Market. Lane 7, Thatcher Martin, Cottonwood Heights. Lane 8, Beck Johnson, Hilltop. Lane 9, Preston Tang, Olympus Aquatics. And lane 10, Sam Adams, Hilltop. Very close race between the middle two lanes. Lanes 5 and 6 and 4, very close. All of them 28s. Very impressive. Looks like lane 8 also joined them, Beck Johnson, the 29. Very fast swimming. Up next, event number 16, the boys 13-14 100-yard butterfly. Heat 1 of 4. In lane 4, Andrew Carlisle from Southern Utah. Lane 5, Gavin Voschel from South Davis. Lane 6, Keegan Elgie from Park City. And lane 7, Jackson Steed from Cache Valley. Lane 4, Andrew Carlisle out strong. Let's see if he can hold it for the last 50. Lanes 5 and 6 and 7, all right behind him. It's anybody's race. Whoever comes off the wall faster on this turn could very well be our winner. Lane 4 still in the lead. If lane 5 is going to catch him, he'd have to put in a higher tempo, but lane 4 has it. Heat 2 of 4. Lane 1, Jacob On from Cottonwood Heights. Lane 2, Josh Stevens, Utah Valley. Lane 3, Derek Ramirez, West Valley. Lane 4, Vincent Wu, Olympus Aquatics. Lane 5, Eamon Kemal from Fish Market. Lane 6, Bryson Jenkins from Clearfield City. Lane 7, Truman James, Hilltop. Lane 8, Daniel Desprez from Wasatch Swim Club. Lane 9, Sam Polson, Hilltop. And lane 10, Gavin Smith, Cottonwood Heights. We got closest race between the middle lanes, but lane 2 is out ahead of the pack, and he's coming in strong. The 58.36, pretty good. Very close race between the rest of the field. Second place taken by Hilltop. Truman James with the 102. Seems like everybody in this heat got a best time or close to it. Heat 3 of 4. In lane 1, Ben Walters, Cache Valley. Lane 2, Connor Spencer, Fish Market. Lane 3, Jace Fambro, Layton Surfers. Lane 4, Carter Long, Hilltop. Lane 5, Lincoln Burr, Hilltop. Lane 6, Southern Utah, Derek Hall. Lane 7, Shion Sonomura from OTAC. Lane 8, Sam Landheim, Layton. Lane 9, Dalton Rivkin, Layton. And lane 10, Pavel Neruda, Fish Market. Very, very close race between lanes 1 through 7 or 8. It looks like lane 7 or 8 is in the lead. Lane 7 close behind. Lane 2 kind of close. Everybody's in it, but lane 7 has the clear lead, or lane 8, sorry, has the clear lead. Some swimmers came close there at the end. Lane 5 and lane 2 charged right to the end and almost beat them, but it looks like lane 8 still took first in a 59.50. Very close race. Up next, the final heat. Lane 1, Noah Okawa, Utah Valley. Lane 2, Samuel Willems, Clearfield City. Lane 3, Cohen Smith, West Valley. Lane 4, Sebastian Rona, Park City. Lane 5, Eric Chamberlain, South Davis. Lane 6, Sawyer Portillo, South Davis. Lane 7, Bode Anders, Fish Market. Lane 8, Coley Het from Hilltop. Lane 9, Jackson Greenwood, OTAC. And lane 10, Easton Mauser, Utah Valley. Got some very impressive seed times from this group. Everybody should be going under a minute at this race if they can. Our top time, 54.01 from lane 5. If he drops time and goes to 53, that'd be very impressive for his age. Still, plenty of swimmers in it. We're looking at a lot of fast butterflyers here. Lane 5, 53.65 from Will Chamberlain. Very quick. Everybody very close behind him. Great times all across the board. We'll now be taking another 7-minute break and do some podium awards.
In 6th place, swimming for Park City, Sebastian Rona. In 5th place, swimming for Fish Market, Okay, we have results for event number 12, boys 10 50-yard butterfly. If your name is read, please report to the podium. In 6th place, swimming for Deerfield City, Christopher Wolchek. In 5th place, swimming for Sioux, Utah, Yuma Baja. In 4th place, swimming for Hayes,
next event,
Kyle Ingram.
boys 10 and under 50-yard breaststroke.
Swimming for BYU grades, Daxton Nichols. In lane 3, swimming for Olympus Aquatics, Kent Stipley. In lane 4, swimming for South Davis, Jackson Rogers. In lane 6, swimming for Haste, Davis Chase. In lane 7, swimming for Clearfield City, Mitchell Luckham. In lane 8, swimming for Chat, Barrett Judkins. In lane 9, swimming for Olympus Aquatics, Jaden Liu. And our top qualifier for the boys, 10 under 50-yard breaststroke. He swims for Martin with a qualifying time of 37:08. Matthew Ridge.
This is heat 1 of 1. In lane 1, Kyle Ingram, Clearfield City. Lane 2, Daxton Nichols, Utah Valley. Lane 3, Kent Stapley, Olympus Aquatics. Lane 4, Jackson Rogers, South Davis. Lane 5, Matthew Ridge, Fish Market. Lane 6, Davis Chase, Hilltop. Lane 7, Mitchell Luckham, Clearfield City. Lane 8, Barrett Judkins, Cottonwood Heights. And lane 9, Jaden Liu, Olympus Aquatics. Once again, this is the boys 10 and under 50-yard breaststroke. Out to a convincing lead, lane 6, Davis Chase. Matthew Ridge right on his tail, but it's too late. Davis hits it in a 35.20. Ridge right behind with a 36.45. Best times for both of them. Best times for most of the field. Great job. Up next, boys 11-12, 50-yard breaststroke. There are 3 heats in this event. This is heat 1 of 3. In lane 4, Wyatt McCoy. From Cedar Swim. Lane 5, Thatcher Martin from Cottonwood Heights. In lane 6, Daniel Wong from Lehigh. All 3 of these swimmers are seated within a 1/10 of a second of each other. Should be a good race. Great dive for all 3. Lane 5 comes up first to get started. Three different styles of breaststroke here. After the second wall, they're a little closer, but lane 5 remains in the lead, and it looks like he's going to win it. Lane 4 has got a nice long stroke. Maybe he catches up. Lane 5, 37.89. My bad, 37.39. Heat 2. In lane 2, we have Soren Alonzo from Fish Market. Lane 3, Xander George from Hilltop. Lane 4, Levi Kim from Cottonwood Heights. Lane 5, Kanalu Singh from OTAC. Lane 6, Preston Tang from Olympus Aquatics. Lane 7, Eddie Hansen from Utah Valley. Lane 8, Carter Brown from Hilltop. And lane 9, Lincoln Long from Hilltop. This is heat 2 behind the blocks. And here we go. Seated fastest in this heat, Kanalu Singh, followed closely by Preston Tang. They're within 4/100ths of a second of each other. But it seems like there are other swimmers in this heat who want to challenge that. Lanes 3 and 4, right behind them, lane 7, close by. But it does look like the two contenders, 5 and 6, are taking the lead. Lane 4 is close. Lane 4 might win it. Oh, 5 by a touch. Lane 4, second place, and lane 6, third. 37s for those three. Great swimming. Almost everybody else under 40. Up next is the final heat.
And now for heat 3, event 20, the boys 11 12 50-yard breaststroke. In lane 1, swimming for BYU Graves, Carson King. In lane 2, swimming for OTAC, Lane Shumway. In lane 3, swimming for Chat, Sammy Lillian. In lane 4, swimming for South Davis, Will Scott. In lane 6, swimming for Fish Market, Noah Stout. In lane 7, swimming for BYU Graves, Tally Warnock. In lane 8, swimming for Haste, Sam Adams. In lane 9, swimming for Clearfield City, Max Campbell. In lane 10, swimming for Chat, Andrew Shute. And our top qualifier for the boys 11 12 50-yard breaststroke, swimming for Haste, the qualifying time of 33:79. It's Sam Peterson.
In lane 1, Carson King, Utah Valley. Lane 2, Lane Shumway from OTAC. Lane 3, Sammy Lillian, Cottonwood Heights. Lane 4. Lane 4, Will Scott, South Davis. Lane 5, Sam Peterson with the fastest time of 33:79 so far from Hilltop. Lane 6, Noah Stout, Fish Market. Lane 7, Tawi Leoane from Utah Valley. Lane 8, Sam Adams from Hilltop. Lane 9, Max Campbell from Clearfield City. And lane 10, Andrew Shute, Cottonwood Heights. Very good race. Lane 5's got a stronger stroke, but 7's got a faster tempo, touching at a 32.82. Very, very fast. 12 years old, going under 33. That's insane. Very close from the rest of the field. A lot of other swimmers hit the 33-second mark. Very good race. This is event number 22, the boys 13-14 100-yard breaststroke. Heat 1 of 4. Lane 4, Mason Hemmert from Hilltop. Lane 5, James Christensen, OTAC. Lane 6, Lakin Swenson, Olympus Aquatics. Very even into the first 50. Very even. These boys are racing right next to each other. It's going to come down to the last 25 and who can reach into the wall the fastest. Oftentimes, somebody with a faster tempo breaststroke can get beaten by somebody with a longer stroke if the person with the longer stroke touches the wall first. But faster tempo's winning here. Lane 6 gets ahead, touches at a 1:12.31. Good drop. Up next, heat 2 of 4. Lane 1, Thomas Suarez, South Davis. Lane 2, Kaida Higuno, OTAC. Lane 3, Benjamin Eberly, Kearns. Lane 4, Tanner Losi, Southern Utah. Lane 5, Peter Bringhurst, Wasatch Swim Club. Lane 6, Isaac Wardle, Olympus Aquatics. Lane 7, Sam Landheim, Layton Surfers. Lane 8, Koa Page, Southern Utah. And Lane 9, Noah Okawa, Utah Valley. Lane 3 out to a good lead. Lane 4 chasing him down. We're seeing a race on the nearer side of the pool between lanes 1 and 4. The upper 4 lanes are definitely still in it. We've got a good racer over in lane 6. But lane 3 is keeping the lead with an effective breaststroke technique, covering a lot of ground with each stroke. Nobody's going to beat him at this point. 107.74. Very fast. Up next, heat 3 of 4. Lane 1, Dalton Rivkin, Layton Surfers. Lane 2, Tyler Wilson, Hilltop. Lane 3, Gabe Hulsey, Fish Market. Lane 4, Andy Duke, South Davis. Lane 5, Shion Sonamura, OTAC. Lane 6, Hunter Iverson, Southern Utah. Lane 7, Sawyer Portillo, South Davis. Lane 8, Jamie Taylor, Park City. Lane 9, Alex Skamnes, Utah, Swim Utah. And lane 10, Hayden Wangeman, South Davis. Very, very close race between the middle lanes. All very even. Lane 4's got a higher tempo and he's charging a little ahead. Like dominoes, lanes 5 through 10 turn one after the other. But lane 6 has snuck a little bit ahead of lane 5, and it looks like he's going to try to challenge lane 4 for the lead. We're coming into the final length. Lane 6 now in the lead. His longer, stronger stroke, in this case, is beating lane 4's faster tempo, and he ends in a 106.57. Very good job. Up next is the final heat of the boys' 13-1400 breaststroke. In lane 1 will be Connor Spencer, Fish Market. Lane 2, Ben Walters, Cache Valley. Lane 3, Justin Chamberlain, South Davis. Lane 4 will be Bode Anders, Fish Market. Lane 5, Abraham Astle, Olympus Aquatics. Lane 6, Carter Long, Hilltop. Lane 7, Cole Ehat, Hilltop. Lane 8, Bennett Ewing, Fish Market. Lane 9, Jace Fambro, Layton Surfers. Lane 10, Cole Albrecht, Fish Market. Fastest time is 1:03 by Abraham Astle.
In lane 9, swimming for lane surfers, Jace Enbro. In lane 10, swimming for fish market, Cole Albrecht. And our top qualifier for the 100-yard breaststroke, event number 22. He swims for Olympus Aquatics with a qualifying time of 1:03.89. It's Abraham Astle.
And here we go. A lot of fast times in this heat. Everybody should be going under 110. Abraham Astle first to the wall, but every lane is very close by. Once again, Abraham Astle, but every other swimmer, lanes 3 through 7, are looking to challenge that. It looks like lane 4 might have a shot. Lane 6 also close by. Abraham Astle's been fastest on those walls, though. That was their chance to get him. They have one more length to get ahead, but it looks like he's going to bring it home as fast as he has been the last 3 lengths. He keeps up the tempo. Lane 6 could outtouch, but Abraham Astle gets to the wall first in a 1:04.52. Great job. The entire heat under 110. Good swimming.
We will now be having a 7-minute intermission.
There will now be another 7-minute intermission before the next event. The next event will be the boys 10 and under 200-yard IM in 7 minutes.
First up, for event number 18, the boys 10 and under 50-yard breaststroke. In 6th place from Clearfield City, Mitchell Buckham. In 5th place from Olympus Aquatics, Jaden Liu. In 4th place from South Davis, Jackson Rogers. And our top 3, in 3rd place, swim for Chat, Barrett Judkins. In 2nd place, swimming for Fish Market, Matthew Ridge. And our 2021 champion for the boys, 10 and under 50-yard breaststroke, swimming for Ace, Davis Chase. And now for event 20 results, the boys 11 to 12-year-old 50-yard breaststroke. Bringing us back to the support to the podium. In 6th place, swimming for Cottonwood Heights, Andrew Shoup. In 5th place, swimming for Cottonwood Heights, Sammy Lilligan.
Up next, the boys 10 and under 200-yard IM. There's only one heat in this event, the championship heat.
Heat 1, for event 24, the boys 10 and under 200-yard individual medley. In lane 2, swimming for Cedar Swim Club, Andrew Gray. In lane 3, swimming for Olympus Aquatics, Porter Emery. In lane 4, swimming for Ace, Matt Porter. In lane 6, swimming for Ace, Davis Chase. In lane 7, swimming for Chat, Andrew Larson. In lane 8, swimming for Olympus Aquatics, Justin Tao. In lane 9, swimming for Fish Market, Jacob Molina. And our top qualifier for the boys 10 and under 200-yard individual medley. He swims for Fish Market with a qualifying time of 2:35.56. It's Matthew Ridge.
In lane 2, we have Andrew Gray, Cedar Swim Club. Lane 3, Porter Emery, Olympus Aquatics. Lane 4, Matt Moyer from Hilltop. Lane 5, Matthew Ridge, Fish Market. Lane 6, Davis Chase, Hilltop. Lane 7, Andrew Larson, Cottonwood Heights. Lane 8, Justin Tao, Olympus Aquatics. And lane 9, Jacob Molina, Fish Market. This is the 200 IM. Very tough event for a 10-year-old, but these guys know what they're doing. Also an event that can change depending on what leg of the race you're on, what stroke you're swimming. Out first for the fly, lane 5, lane 6 close behind. And they're right into the backstroke. Lane 5 and 6 out together. 5 has been leading, but 6 has been with him the whole time. If 6 is a better breaststroker, he could take the lead. All the other swimmers about even. Maybe another star breaststroker will charge ahead to catch up to the 2 leaders. We'll see. But it looks like Matthew Ridge is also a great breaststroker. Lane 6 is catching up. And lane 6 is not going to let Matthew Ridge get ahead. He's now charging up. He's right with him. Might be passing Matthew Ridge. Lane 6, Davis Chase. But it's going to come down at this point to who the better freestyler is. Davis Chase taking a good long look at his rival in lane 5 as they go into the freestyle. But it might be that moment of staring is too much because Matthew Ridge has taken that and charged ahead. Both boys bringing it home fast with a good kick, but Matthew Ridge is the clear leader here. Lane 2, sprinting. Matthew Ridge finishes in a 2:34.46. Followed closely by Davis Chase with a 2:38. Way ahead of the rest of the field, but they're coming in fast. Lane 8 takes third, Justin Tao, 2:51.54. Lanes 2 and 3. Sprinting some fast freestyle on the way in. Up next, event 26, the boys 11-12, 200-yard IM. There are only 2 heats in this event. Lane 2, Lane Woodruff.
This is heat 1, event 26, the boys 11 choreography.
Pirate Swim Club. Lane 3, Nigel Blake, Utah Valley. Lane 4, Preston Tang, Olympus Aquatics. Lane 5, Sam Adams, Hilltop. Lane 6, Lane Shumway, OTEC. Lane 7, Xander George, Hilltop. Lane 8, Evan Karajic, Fish Market. And Lane 9, Levi Kim, Cottonwood Heights. Preston Tang out to an early lead. But anyone could catch up. Tang not slowing down on his backstroke, moving those arms fast. Lane 5 with a slightly longer stroke, but definitely has power. All depends on how long your arms are, but now we're into the breaststroke, which requires a different skill set. Tang with a good lead, almost half a body length, maybe more. An even race between pretty much every other lane. If somebody wants to beat Preston, they got to catch up now. Preston with nearly a body length lead into the final 50. That's going to be hard to cover by anybody. Regardless, it's time to sprint. Lane 2 knows what it's about. He's moving his arms and his legs as fast as he can, hoping to up his place a couple places. Still, Lane 5 holding second place. Lane 2 and 3 might contest that. Preston Tang out way ahead, extending his lead into the finish for a 2:32.16. Lane 5 sprinted, flags to the wall, secures second place. Third for Nigel Blake, Utah Valley. Up next, the final heat.
This is our second and final heat.
In Lane 1, Reed Loken, Fish Market. Lane 2, Henry Quester, Cache Valley. Lane 3, Jason Guo, Fish Market. Lane 4, Oakley James, Hilltop. Lane 5, Van Haney, Hilltop. Lane 6, Thomas Romisser, South Davis. Lane 7, Sam Peterson, Hilltop. Lane 8, Sammy Lillian, Cottonwood Heights. Lane 9, Marcus Richter, Fish Market. And Lane 10, Beck Johnson, Hilltop. The fastest time in this heat, 2:26 by Van Haney. But it looks like he's going to have some challengers.
In Lane 9, Fish Market, Marcus Richter. In Lane 10, swimming for Hayes, Beck Johnson. And our top qualifier for the boys 11-12 girls swim guard individual medley, swimming for Hayes with a qualifying time of 2:26.78. It's Van Haney.
Lane 3 with a nice long underwater out to the lead. But it looks like Lane 5's got a great butterfly. Oh, Lane 6 caught him on the wall. Like with breaststroke, every wall can change by just who lands on the wall perfectly. Better wall there for Van Haney in Lane 5. Still in lock stroke with lane 6. Everybody's very close. Lane 4, although a little behind the lead pack, has a fast backstroke tempo. He might catch up later. But often what happens with the 2IM is that the race is decided at the breaststroke or the freestyle. A strong backstroke by every swimmer here. Lane 6 with a quicker wall than lane 5 to catch up. Now we're in the breaststroke, but it looks like lane 5's so far a better breaststroker. Nice long extension. Looks like lane 6 might have to catch him in the last 50 freestyle. Lane 3 getting up there. Lane 3's in it, as is lane 7. The breaststrokers are now coming to the front of the pack, and we might see a different race here. Lane 7, even though he's got a long breaststroke stroke, almost no tempo, is touching first. Let's see if he can stay ahead in the free, but lane 3, who had that great underwater at the beginning of the race, is now also coming back out. But now it's a freestyle race. We also see lane 4, who we saw working it in the backstroke, also coming back to the front. This is a good race right here. So far, lane 7 has a slight lead with his nice long stroke, same as his breaststroke, relying on his power rather than his tempo. Lane 6 charging ahead. Lane 7 gets it with a 2:26.9. Great job. Fantastic race by everybody. Lane 7 dropped 7 seconds in that event. Very impressive. Up next, event number 28, the boys 13-14 400 IM. This is heat 1 of 3. In lane 1, Marco Luckham, Clearfield City. Lane 2, Nash Clinton, Hilltop. Lane 3, Gabe Hulsey, Fish Market. Lane 4, Derek Hall, Southern Utah. Lane 5, David Leon Moreno, Southern Utah. Lane 6, Amin Kamal, Fish Market. Lane 7, Hunter Iverson, Southern Utah. Lane 8, Kaida Hibino, OTAC. And lane 9, Brooks Livesey, Cottonwood Heights. Lane 4 out to a strong lead. Keep in mind, this is the 400 IM, so there will be 100 yards of each stroke. The fastest seed in this event is David in lane 5 at a 5:09.47. Although he is not in the lead right now, there's plenty of time left. Lane 4 has the strongest butterfly, but as we saw in the previous IM race, that might not matter. Still lane 4 holding strong. 5 and 6 have caught up a little bit. Lane 6, very good backstroke right there. Higher tempo, almost twice as fast as lane 4. He could catch up a little. We've got one more 50 of the backstroke. Lane 5 still in it. Lane 5's the top seed. He might be a good breaststroker. If he is, he could easily take the lead and catch up to lane 4. Strong backstroke from everybody else. But we'll see who can catch up in the last half of the race. Lane 4 begins the breaststroke, followed closely by lane 6 and 5. Let's see what they can do. Lane 4 has been leading the whole time so far. Lanes 1, 2 7 and 9. Very close together. Everybody's got 100 yards of breaststroke to catch up if that is their best event. Otherwise, it'll come down to the freestyle where it's an all-out sprint to the finish. Oftentimes, the best distance swimmers make good 4IMers because they can finish that last 100 freestyle faster than anybody else. But that might not matter if lane 4 maintains enough of a lead on the 100 breaststroke. We can see lane 7 has actually caught up to the other two challengers. Lane 6 falling a little bit behind. Lane 5 starting to show his true colors. It looks like lane 5 and 7 have a chance of catching up to lane 4. And we're about to head to the freestyle. Lane 7's about halfway, about only right at the feet of lane 4. And here we begin the freestyle. Let's see what lanes 5, 7, and 4 can do here. Lane 5 with a nice long stroke, good kick. Catching up to 7 a little bit. Lane 4 still in the lead this whole time. Lost a little bit of it during the breaststroke, but he might be a great freestyler. He's got a good kick. Good arm tempo. I think he's going to win it. Last 50. It'd be hard for anybody to catch up now. Lane 5 charging ahead of lane 7. With a nice long stroke. He can sprint and catch up to lane 4 a little bit. But it looks like lane 4, Derek has it in the bag. Great kick by Derek. He's bringing it home. Lane 5's charging as fast as he can. It looks like lane 5 and 7 are still racing. They're probably going to have a faster freestyle split than Derek, but Derek wins it in a 4:52.16. Great job. All of them go under 5 minutes. See 3 or 4 swimmers finish very close to each other right there. Lane 8 bringing it home with a sprint. Up next, heat 2. Most of these swimmers right here are all on 5 minutes. In lane 1, Nathan Dutton, Hilltop. Lane 2, Nate Contreras, Park City. Lane 3, Austin Partridge, Conwood Heights. Lane 4, Truman James, Hilltop. Lane 5, Connor Spencer, Fish Market. Lane 6, Kevin 2, Olympus Aquatics. Lane 7, Kai Johnson, Fish Market. Lane 8, Andrew Carlisle, Southern Utah. Lane 9, Gavin Boschel, South Davis. And lane 10, Justin Chamberlain, South Davis. Lane 3 has grabbed a hold of the lead, and the butterfly out very far ahead of everybody else. The next person behind him is lane 6, who is leading the rest of the pack. Lane 3 with that enthusiastic butterfly. Let's see what his backstroke looks like. Good turn. Still a lot of race left. Lane 3 not really slowing down on his backstroke, but lane 6 is within racing distance. Everybody else about even, almost all the way across the pool. Depending on the quality of the breaststrokers we have here, we could see the race change a lot in the second half. But our 2 clear leaders right now are lanes 3 and 6. Lane 6 has definitely caught up a little bit to lane 3, leaving the rest of the pool to fight for third at the moment. Lane 1 has a good backstroke. He might get himself within racing distance soon. Same with lane 7. Lanes 1 and 7 do have a chance to get back in this. And now we see our leaders start the breaststroke. Lane 3 with a long breaststroke. Lane 6 with a higher tempo. It looks like he's trying to catch up on the breaststroke. Might be his better event. And he's going to take advantage of that. Lane 7 has dropped behind. Sorry, no, Lane 7 is not. Lane 1 also looking like a breaststroker. Now catching up to the two leaders. If he can keep up this pace, he has a whole 100 freestyle to get close to him and perhaps grab the win. Lanes 4 and 9, or 4 and 10, turning at the exact same time. Lane 3 has picked up his breaststroke a little bit. He does seem to be a breaststroker. Both of them in a tight race right now. We'll see what the freestyle looks like. Lane 1 trying to get in it. Dark horse to win. Lane 3 with a beautiful freestyle. Lane 6 with a great freestyle. Lane 1 hustling. If Lane 1 can pick up that kick, he could get close. But I think Lane 3 has this. Got 75 yards left. The rest of the pool in close. We see Lane 4 picking up his tempo. Lane 7 also a little better. Lane 3. It's his race to lose. He's charging ahead. Nathan Dutton in lane 1 and Kevin in lane 6 are now in a race. We'll see if Nathan can catch up. He's got to kick more if he's going to do that. Kevin in second. Lane 3. Austin Partridge in first with a 4:33.45. Big jump from the last heat. Very fast. Drops almost 30 seconds in that event. Lane 6, Kevin 2 at a 4:38. Breaking the 4:40 mark.
This is our third and final heat for lane 28, the boys 13-14-year-old 400-yard individual medley. In lane 1, swimming for Fish Market, Cole.
Up next, the final heat of the boys 13-14 400-yard IM. Our fastest seed in this event is a 4:26.3 by Alexander Schwartz. Who is not here. So it looks like our fastest seed is Eric Chamberlain from South Davis.
In lane 7, swimming for Otech, Jackson Greenwood. In lane 8, swimming for Olympus Aquatics, Abraham Astle. In lane 9, swimming for West Valley Aquatics, Corbin Claus. In lane 10, swimming unattached, Benjamin Schiffman. And our top qualifier for the boys 13 and 14-year-old 400-yard individual medley, swimming for Olympus Aquatics with a qualifying time of 4:20.63. You've heard his name before, Alexander J. Schwartzman.
And here we go. This is the final heat of the event. We got some fast times in this heat. In lane 1, Cole Albrecht from Fish Market. Lane 2, Bodie Anders from Fish Market. Lane 3, Cohen Smith, West Valley. Lane 4, Gabe Jones, Olympus Aquatics. Lane 5, absent. Lane 6, Eric Chamberlain, South Davis. Lane 7, Jackson Greenwood, OTAC. Lane 8, Abraham Astle, Olympus. Lane 9, Corbin Laws, West Valley, and lane 10, Benjamin Schiffman, unattached. My bad. Yes, unattached. Out to the early butterfly lead, lane 6. Lane 7 chasing him down. You got to be careful on the butterfly and the 4IM. If you use too much energy, you could end up dying later. It did work for the last guy, though. And here we go, a pretty even race on the backstroke. Everybody's in it. We do have our clear leader in lane 6. 7 following closely behind. Those two are racing. Lane 6 no doubt sees lane 7 trying to catch up. Lane 7's got a better backstroke. Lane 6 higher tempo. Lane 7 better power. And he's going to catch up right there. Lane 6 did have the faster wall. We got lane 4 in third, close third. He could catch up. And we'll see what everybody else can do. Everybody's close enough that within 200 yards, they could catch him. Lane 7 with a phenomenal backstroke, head still, great power. Tempo's not too fast. And into the breaststroke. Lane 4 catching up quickly. You may have been waiting for this moment. See Abraham Astle, our champion in the 100 breaststroke, also here, swimming breaststroke. He could catch up. But lane 7 maintains a convincing lead. Lane 6 trying to stay with him. He's still on his feet, but lane 7's gaining a little bit of ground. Lane 4 is fully caught up to lane 6 and will likely pass him to challenge lane 7. Everybody else trying to hang on. For lane 7, his breaststroke's good. Lane 7 has now pulled about a full body length ahead of lane 6 in the last 50 of the breaststroke, but lane 4 is now trying to catch lane 7 right on his heels. You can see lane 8, Abraham Astle, using that breaststroke to his advantage. Let's see what he does in the freestyle, though. Lane 7. Can see Gabe Jones in lane 4 catching up on the free. That lead's going to go away pretty soon, and it's going to be a race on that last 50 of freestyle. You can see lanes 1 through 3 all racing in the freestyle. They've got very fast kick going. Lane 7, Jackson Greenwood, trying to stay ahead. Oh, but here's lane 6. He's back. He was gone on the breaststroke, but he's back, and he's going to take it. They're going to try to. Here he is again to pass the two people he raced this entire time. And he's charging ahead. Look at that. Lane 7 trying to stay ahead, but lane 6 is going to get it. Great touch. Great race by all three. Lane 4 was close. Lane 4 finishing second, just ahead. That really came down to a touch. First place, Eric Chamberlain, 4:24.83. Great race. Fell a little behind on that breaststroke, but he came back on the free. Great race by all these boys. Good times across the board. Up next is event number 30, the boys 11-12 200-yard backstroke. There's only one heat of this event.
And now, heat 1, event 30, the boys 11-12 200-yard backstroke. In lane 2, swimming with fish market, Nicholas Madigan.
All right. In lane 2, Nicholas Haddigan from Fish Market. Lane 3, Emmett Hansen, Utah Valley. Lane 4, Marcus Richter, Fish Market. Lane 5, Oakley James, Hilltop. Lane 6, Jason Guo, Fish Market. Lane 7, Marcus Caliendo, Cache Valley. And lane 8, William Kokanee, Cottonwood Heights. All boys off to an enthusiastic start. Good tempo by all of them. Fastest seed in this event currently is 2:27.84 by Oakley James. Let's see if anybody can challenge that. Our middle 3 lanes are very close together. This is a 200 backstroke, so the first 50 definitely isn't the deciding factor, but having a lead early on can help immensely. Lane 3 hanging on. Looks like he's about half the height of the other boys, but he's hanging in there. Still a tight race between the middle 3 lanes. 4, 5, and 6 hanging on. Lane 3 looking to challenge lane 4. We're about halfway done with the race. Lane 5's got a nice long backstroke. Great underwater right there. Getting past the flags at 10 years old can be a challenge sometimes, but he's got it. Still moving with a strong tempo. Not too fast, and with enough power to stay ahead. It looks like he's trying to take a lead here. Lane 6, also great power behind his stroke. He's hanging on. Lane 3 and 4 falling a little bit behind, but they're racing each other. Lane 3 is trying to challenge. Lane 5 now with a convincing lead in the last 50. It's going to take a lot to pass him here. Lane 6 comes up a little vertical. Lane 4 back in it. Lane 3 back in it. Lane 4 is trying to challenge lane 6. Lane 5 clear lead. Looks like we got a tight race between lane 7 and 8 over there as well. Those two see each other, and they're going to be going hard into the end. Lane 5, with more than a body length lead, finishes at a 2:22.20, taking 5 seconds off of his best time. Richter and Guo, 2:26 and 2:25 respectively. Sorry, 2:25 and 2:26 respectively. Great race. And that was it for event number 30. Up next is event number 32, the boys 10 and under 200-yard medley relay. These relays will be comprised of 4 swimmers per team. And I will only be calling out the names of the team. All right. So here we have event number 32, the boys 10 and under 200-yard medley relay. Heat 1 of 2. In lane 3 is Cedar Swim Club. In order, Aiden Morris, Calvin Rahm, Andrew Gray, and Joe Morris. In lane 5, Utah Valley Aquatics, Cole Tobiasen, Daxton Nichols, Benson Hines, and Finn Coons in that order. In lane 7, Cottonwood Heights, Max Miner, Barrett Judkins, Andrew Larson, and Sam Smith in that order. The order of this event goes backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly, freestyle. So we see our backstrokers starting off. Very even so far. They only get a 50 for each stroke. Looks like Cottonwood Heights is the leader at the current moment, led by Max Miner. Going to be exchanged. And here we have breaststroke. Lane 3 with a great underwater, catches right up to Cottonwood Heights. Cedar Swim Club is right up there now, but Cottonwood Heights does have a good breaststroker there. Barrett Judkins taking it away. Calvin Rahm trying to catch him. In the middle, Daxton Nichols staying in it. Oftentimes in these relays, they'll take the best swimmer for each stroke. Cottonwood Heights with a clear lead, almost 2 body lengths ahead. Now we're into their butterflyer. Let's see if Utah Valley and Cedar Swim Club can prevent them from running away with it. We have Andrew Larson for Cottonwood Heights doing the fly. Cedar Swim Club has Benson Hines in the water. Sprint and fly, he's getting ahead. Utah Valley has Benson Hines. Cedar Swim Club is Andrew Gray with a nice strong butterfly. He's catching right up to Cottonwood Heights Aquatics. We got a good race here. It's going to come down to the freestyle. Cottonwood Heights with the quicker exchange. Lane 3, Cedar Swim Club enters at the same time. But Cottonwood Heights is charging ahead. Utah Valley sending in their last swimmer. For Cedar Swim Club, we have Joe Morris. Utah Valley, Finn Coons. And Cottonwood Heights, we have Sam Smith. Sam Smith charging ahead, trying to keep the lead. They're definitely going to win this one. Still, lanes 3 and 5 doing their best. Lane 5 catching up. Utah Valley catching up to Cedar Swim Club. And just like that, Utah Valley beats Cedar Swim Club, even though Cedar Swim Club had such a huge lead. Still, great job by all these boys. Up next, Heat 2 of 2. In lane 3 will be Olympus Aquatics. Lane 5, Wasatch Fish Market. Lane 7, Hilltop. Lane 9, Clearfield City. For Olympus, we have Ethan Tao, Kent Stapley, Porter Emery, and Justin Tao. For Fish Market, we have Jacob Molina, then Matthew Ridge, then Mason Albrecht, then Wilson Norris. For Hilltop, we have Lincoln Belliston, then David Chase, then Matt Moyer, then Jake Combe. And for Clearfield City, we have Hank Campbell, Kyle Ingram, Christopher Wolchek, and Mitchell Luckham. This is the final heat of this event. Out first in the backstroke, Ethan Tao for Olympus, Jacob Molina for Fish Market, Lincoln Belliston for Hilltop, and Hank Campbell for Clearfield City. Lane 7 Hilltop has a slight lead right now. Lane 5 Fish Market holding strong. The other two racers staying close. The water now, we have our breaststrokers. We have Kent Stapley for Olympus, Matthew Ridge for Fish Market, Davis Chase for Hilltop, and Kyle Ingram for Clearfield. Hilltop still has a good lead. Fish Market's right on their tail. So far, it's been a race between these two teams. Hilltop with a great breaststroker right there. Lots of length on his stroke and a high tempo. Best of both worlds. Those two teams are running away with it. Into the freestyle, or into the butterfly, my bad. Those teams are still duking it out. All right, all the butterflies are in the water for Olympus Aquatics. We have Porter Emery, Mason Albrecht for Fish Market, Matt Moyer for Hilltop, and Christopher Wolchek for Clearfield City. Fish Market has finally taken the lead. We got a great butterflyer right there. And they're into their freestyle. Let's see if Hilltop can catch up in this last 50, but it's only a 50. And Fish Market has a strong lead. Although Hilltop is moving their arms very, very fast. Let's see what Olympus and Clearfield can do in this last 50, but they're almost a full length behind the other two. Hilltop slowing down a little bit. Fish Market smooth into the finish for a 2:18.96. Great race by both teams, Hilltop and Fish Market. Olympus and Clearfield City close to each other, both going 2:32. Great job. Up next, event 34, boys 11-12 200-yard freestyle relay.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the deck. Please clear the deck.
There are two heats in this event. This is heat 1 of 2. In lane 3, Olympus Aquatics. Lane 5, Clearfield City. Lane 7, OTAC. Lane 9, Cedar Swim Club. For Olympus in this order, Preston Tang, Dean Oakey, Oscar Astle, and Stockton Rogers. For Clearfield, in this order, Max Campbell, Jack Hansen, Gabe Campbell, and Ben Kidd. For OTAC, in this order, Lane Shumway, Cody Johnson, Kunalu Singh, and Flores Montes. In lane 9, Cedar Swim Club. In this order, Wyatt McCoy, Ty Lauer, Sean Cannon, and Brian Granado. This is all freestyle. Everybody does a 50. Lane 3, Olympus Aquatics with the longer underwater out to a very, very early lead, but lane 5, Clearfield City is right on their tail. Everybody's together now. It's a very fast race. Comes down to who can put together the best team of 4 sprinters. Oh, with a close relay exchange. Lane 3. We'll see if the refs like that. Looks like Clearfield City is now in the lead, followed closely by OTAC Orem. And lane 9 is right on their tail as well. All teams are close together. We'll see how the rest of this race looks like. Decent underwater by Olympus there. They might have caught up a little bit, but Clearfield City and OTAC still charging ahead. Clearfield City has maintained a lead for most of this race. Into we go, our last swimmers. Stockton Rogers for Olympus, Ben Kidd for Clearfield. Vertical dive by Clearfield, but that doesn't matter. They got out far enough, and now it's a sprint, the last 50. Let's see what they can do. It looks like Clearfield still has a lead. It would take a lot of effort for OTAC to catch up in these last moments. And Clearfield with a 1:54.13. Followed closely by OTAC, Cedar City, and Olympus, finishing 4th and 5th. 3rd and 4th. Up next, the final heat of this event. In lane 1 will be Cottonwood Heights Aquatics. In this order, Andrew Shoup, William Kokanee, Sammy Lillian, Thatcher Martin. Lane 3, Wasatch Front Fish Market. In this order, Evan Karajic, Jason Guo, Marcus Richter, Noah Stout. In lane 5, Hilltop. In this order, Van Haney, Beck Johnson, Oakley James, and Sam Peterson. Lane 7, South Davis. In this order, Will Scott, Cole Crimmins, Brody Rogers, and Thomas Romaser. And in lane 9, will be Utah Valley. Bronson Staker, Nigel Blake, Eddie Hansen, Tali Leone, in that order. And here come the swimmers now. Fastest seed in this event is Hilltop with a 1:48.03. Almost over 2 seconds ahead of every other relay. Let's see who can catch up to them. This should be a good race. And there they go. All the swimmers, quick pace right off the bat. Promising start for every relay. But it looks like the first finishers so far, it's Hilltop, South Davis, duking it out. Hilltop gets a faster underwater, out a little bit ahead. Fish Market in lane 3, staying in it. South Davis is not going to let them run away with this, though. Here we go, third leg. South Davis with a little bit of a slow start. Let's see if they can catch up. Now it looks like Fish Market is trying to pull ahead of Hilltop. I think Hilltop is slightly ahead. They're very even. Sprint, you gotta have a long, powerful stroke while still maintaining a great tempo. And Hilltop, very clear leader into the final leg. Let's see if Fish Market can catch up. Hilltop, their last swimmer is Sam Peterson with a nice long extended stroke. Fish Market, we got Noah Stout hanging in there. It looks like South Davis came back. And they're going to try to beat Fish Market, but I think Fish Market has this. Nope, South Davis. Very good, very good. First place goes to Hilltop with a 1:46.08. 4 of the 5 relays went under 150. Good job. Our next event will be the boys 13-14 200-yard freestyle relay.
Thank you, swimmers. Please clear the deck.
This will be our last event of the day. Coming up, they'll be walking out here soon, but in heat 1 of 3, we'll have the Cache Valley Marlins swim team in lane 3. In lane 5, the Kearns Youth Aquatic swim team. And in lane 7, Wasatch Swim Club. For Cache Valley, in this order, we have Lance Erickson, Jackson Steed, Kyler Quant, and Ben Walters. For Kearns, in this order, we have Benjamin Eberly, Ian Flockhart, Lincoln Hymas, and Brian Bunker. For Wasatch, in this order, we have Brighton Bushnell, Braden Stoddard, Parker Edwards, and Daniel Desprez. Fastest seed in this event is Kearns with a 1:46.14, but only 4/100ths of a second behind them is Wasatch Swim Club. We'll see what they can do, and we'll see if Cache Valley can drop a lot of time to keep up with them today.
This is heat number 1 of the 26 for boys 13-14 Yard Freestyle relay.
In the water, Lance Erickson, Benjamin Eberly, Brighton Bushnell. Looks like Wasatch and Kearns are off to a strong start. Cache Valley trying to hang in there. But already it's a race between Wasatch and Kearns. Cache Valley, great sprinter right there. Lane 3, great turnover. We'll see what he can do to catch up, because the other two teams have a convincing lead. Wasatch with a nice, powerful freestyler right there. Great turn. Kearns is in it, though. They can catch up. Good tempo right there by Kearns. Let's see what the end of this race looks like. Heading into our last 50. Final leg, Wasatch, clear lead. Kearns with a good underwater. Comes within racing distance. They could do it. Fourth leg swim for Kearns has a nice stroke. Reaching very far. He could catch up, but Wasatch is staying ahead very convincingly. And that's going to be Wasatch in a 1:45.25. Kearns close behind in a 1:45.86. And OTAC going under 150 in a 1:47.96. Great drops for all three relays. Up next, heat 2. In lane 1, we have the Layton Surfers. In this order, Jace Fambro, Jed Hatch, Dalton Rivkin, Sam Landheim. In lane 2, OTAC. In this order, Jackson Greenwood, Kaida Hibino, James Christensen, and Shion Sonamura. In lane 5, Southern Utah. In this order, Andrew Carlisle, David Leon Moreno, Solomon Pak, and Koa Page. Cottonwood Heights, in this order, Lucan Neidig. Lane 7, James Lillian, Drake Doyle, and Austin Partridge. And in lane 9, Utah Valley, Easton Mouser, Josh Stevens, Casey Cummard, and Noah Okawa. It looks like lanes 1, 3, and 5 are close. Lane 7 close. Lane 9 trying to stay in it. That is Cottonwood Heights, Southern Utah in the lead. OTAC Orem close behind with Layton Surfers. Southern Utah still ahead. Cottonwood Heights staying strong. Got him on the turn. Cottonwood Heights blasting ahead. They're still tied with the leader. Now it's a race between South Davis and Cottonwood Heights. We're going to see if OTAC and Layton Surfers can get in on this. Cottonwood Heights turns before. Great kick by Cottonwood Heights. That's an amazing freestyle right there. That's the perfect freestyle. 1:39.16, followed closely by a 1:43.5. That's a great time. Great job, gentlemen. All the racers giving it their full effort there. Up next, the final heat of the final event of the session. In lane 1 will be Park City. In lane 3 will be Olympus Aquatics. Lane 5, South Davis. Lane 7, Hilltop. And lane 9, Fish Market. For Park City in this order, Jamie Taylor, Keegan Elgie, Nate Contreras, and Sebastian Rona. For Olympus Aquatics in this order, Kevin Tu, Gabe Jones, Vincent Wu, and Alexander Schwartz. For lane 5 in this order, Sawyer Portillo, Gavin Voschel, Liam Glissmeyer, and Eric Chamberlain for South Davis. In lane 7 for Hilltop in this order, Davis Miller, Luca Falabella, Mason Hemmert, and Cole Hatt. And in lane 9, Wasatch Front Fish Market in this order, Bodie Anders, Cole Albrecht, Pavel Neruda, and Bennett Ewing. The fastest seed in this event is South Davis with a 1:36.71. Just right behind them, Hilltop with a 1:36.97. And then Olympus with a 1:37.46. And Park City and Fish Market with 1:38. This should be a good race. And here we go. First to the turn is South Davis. If they make a habit of winning those turns, they're going to win the event. Close behind them, 5 and 7. 9 is making a strong first showing. Park City's in it. This is a very good race so far. We're on the second leg. South Davis is still the clear leader. Lane 7, Hilltop, is right on their tail. Lane 9, ahead of Hilltop. Lane 9 is actually leading, barely. No, but South Davis did touch the wall first. South Davis hanging, everybody's hanging in there. South Davis trading the lead off between Hilltop and Fish Market. Olympus is still in it, but the trend shows that Hilltop and Fish Market and Davis are going to be racing for the finish. We'll see what they can do here. Davis still ahead, just barely. Let's see how this turn looks. Davis charging back ahead with a really strong freestyle stroke. He's not even kicking that hard, but he's way ahead. South Davis with a 1:34.00. Great job. Hilltop, Fish Market right behind him. Olympus right behind them. Park City also close by. Great races by all of them. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up the events for today. Thank you for tuning in. This is Max with Game On Live Studios. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back tomorrow morning for the next session of the 2021 Utah Short Course Age Group State Championships. Thanks for watching.